Moving on, it's not just the United States. Pressure is also building on France as it continues to lose influence over its former colonies in Africa. In the latest, tensions are brewing between France and its former colony of Senegal. Dakar has asked Paris to come clean and state facts on the 1944 massacre of African soldiers. On Sunday, Senegal marked the 80th anniversary of the brutal killing of African soldiers who fought for France during the Second World War and were gunned down by French troops for demanding fair treatment and payment on their return. France's Foreign Affairs Minister was also in attendance at the ceremony, along with other African heads of state. For years, the West African country has demanded that France take responsibility, officially apologise and investigate the 1944 massacre in Traoré, a fishing village near the capital of Dakar. The atrocity has long been a bone of contention between the two countries. The French military claims that somewhere between 35 to 75 soldiers were killed. However, historians assert that nearly 400 people died. There has been mounting international pressure to exhume mass graves to verify the official death toll. Paris has been accused of falsifying or hiding records. Days before the commemoration, French President Emmanuel Macron, in a letter to his Senegalese counterpart, Bassirou Faye, referred to these killings as a massacre. He also said that France was cooperating with Senegal to establish the truth. Senegal's president said that Macron's acknowledgement, a first, was a significant step in the process of rehabilitating the honour and dignity of the victims. Earlier this year, the Senegalese Prime Minister accused France of trying to unilaterally determine the way it had treated the African soldiers who served in its armies. Now, this comes as France is losing influence over its former African colonies. Many of them have turned to Russia for security and other assistance, and France is facing growing opposition to its military presence. Francophone countries in West and Central Africa, including Burkina Faso, Niger and Mali, that have been taken over by military juntas, have expelled French forces. Recently, Chad, one of the last countries in the region where France maintained its military presence, ended a defense cooperation agreement with Paris. Last week, Senegal's President Faye has said that France should close its military bases in the country. Senegal still hosts around 350 French troops, mainly in a supportive role. Faye, who came to power this year with promises of ending dependence on foreign powers, said that French bases were incompatible with Senegal's sovereignty. So, is France set to witness another setback in Africa? Will Senegal be the next one to shut its doors to France? Will Dakar too turn to Moscow? Or can the US fill in for its ally France? That remains to be seen.